Let me double check. Live. Nope. Doesn't say it's live on the YouTube channel.
It says it is now, don't it? Yeah, we're live. Welcome everybody. This is the GT Class Elite Championship Round 15, and I am joined by Alikos. You alright, mate?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Excited to have a good race here.
Yeah, good pro race for you then as well.
Thank you.
Second position, that's nice to see. Congratulations to Lucky on taking the victory.
Yep. Boosted decided to start from the back, so honestly, we had a really good fight at that front because we all knew, we're like, this is our shot to get a win when Boosted's not up there.
I think he had a couple of issues, didn't he? I think he had a spin. Yep. I'm sure he pitted one extra time as well. Then he ran out of fuel at the end. Mm-hmm. It was a couple of mad strategy calls in that pro race, though. You had VTech who only did medium straight to soft one stop, and obviously nearly worked out, but his tyres died at the end.
He did like 14, 15 laps on the sauce, which is insane.
In that R8 as well, that takes some. Well, who we got in tonight? Who are you going to go for, Alikos? Who do you think is going to take the victory tonight? Let's go just GT class first. No
Apex. I mean, he was right with you in that other race. I know you were, got further down from the start, but he was right with you, wasn't he?
Yeah, I pitted an extra time to him though.
Okay.
He one stopped in that McLaren. I did obviously the two stop.
Okay.
So, but he still was fast. Still fast.
Yeah, he had that good pace in the practice race. He did like a 49.3, so that was definitely impressive.
I think he'll be right up there for the GT class. Obviously, Matt's always a threat, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Steve-O racing tonight. He will be, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's in there.
Yeah, but I think we may see Airman win this from everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
Saying that though, he's not going to be able to qualify normally, is he? So he's going to have to work his way through.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Airman was about 5 seconds off the lead at the end of the pro race, so he's got very good pace. To
be honest though, I've got to say the last couple of weeks, Apex has really turned the wick up.
He
obviously had that massive disconnect, which took a victory away, and then he had the victory last week. Gloss is always a contender in this category as well. He's fast, he's quick in that Merc.
You know who else has stepped up is Jake.
Jake, yes.
In the Baguette mobile.
Well, Jake is very much a pro category driver. He's just sort of obviously nerfed himself this year with that absolute baguette machine.
Yep.
So
but he's definitely fully got to grips with it now. Like, he's very comfortable in that Citroen now.
Yeah, it's just that tank, isn't it? But I'll tell you who I've been impressed with the last round or so as well, Zaskar.
I mean, he's always been there or thereabouts, but he's put it together a lot of good races in those last few races.
Yeah, he seems to have come back to the forefront now, which is I think obviously the MRs having that slight buff has helped a few drivers.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously hasn't helped a couple of drivers. I think Matt's car's had a bit of a nerf, hasn't it? Obviously the Ferrari was one of the MRs that's got a high speed nerf, which is not helpful down the straights.
No. I was practicing with my IROT guys, Zaskar, Fishtail, and Smack, and I'm not exactly sure how fast these other guys are going to be, but I mean, I would say I was further ahead of them than I normally would be. So that's why I went for someone out of my team for this time. I won't discredit them, but I was definitely gapping them by a lot in our practice.
Fish hasn't had the season I thought he was going to have this season.
He's P3.
Yeah, I know, but that's mad really, because I thought we were going to see him take a few more victories.
I don't know if you know, but for the start of the season, he started off in VR, and now he's playing not in VR. Yes.
That explains it then, because the end of last season, he was winning. He was up the front, wasn't he? Battling for P1.
I think he's had a kind of a adjustment period going back to the regular. I think I don't know what his thought process was, but I think he was thinking that the VR was just not making him quite as fast, and that he would end up being a little bit faster without the VR. But we'll see. He's had a few races without it, and I think he's pretty much back up to speed now.
Yeah, VR is a completely different animal altogether. I mean, I think the potential after using VR, I think the potential for VR is you can go faster. The potential is there to go quicker, but the consistency is very difficult for me.
For sure. And plus, we do the grid starts every time, and that's got to be so nerve-wracking in VR. Just all those cars around you.
It's hard enough as it is. I mean, we just saw the pro race then, little thing between me and you with the netcode.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you don't even have to touch each other in this game, and you get a collision model, some sort of collision. That's one downfall of this game. As many things as it does well, there is a few things that it could hopefully in Gran Turismo 8 it's heavily adjusted. So obviously
it's never going to be perfect, but it can definitely be improved for
100%.
Next time around.
There's a few things like that really they can ruin a race, can't they? Like, I mean, what did we literally? I don't even think we had contact, did we? Or very minimal.
On my screen, it didn't even show anything.
No. So obviously, as you know, the pro drivers will quali on mediums.
Yep.
And the GT class drivers will obviously do your regular soft quali. So we're out with Stephen at the minute. Papa Stevo. Started off the season extremely well. He's had a couple of issues and dropped down the field a little bit, hasn't he? He was right up there with his brother.
I mean, he's been very unlucky throughout the season. I almost feel like he's had better luck when he did the few reserves for the pro race than in the GT class. Like, he had a solid race. I remember at Nürburgring he was like 7th or something. So he's got very good pace. He just can't catch a break, can't have a clean race.
He likes to get a bit of an entanglement with the back markers, doesn't he? He always seems to find the back markers at some in the worst places. Nice livery though he's done there. That's a different livery, isn't it, this week?
It looks good.
Very nice.
It looks like a kind of a cherry blossom type thing.
Yeah, I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if he thinks Tri-Mountain is in Japan, but...
I mean, it's nowhere technically, but the game
well,
says
exactly. It says
California.
it says it's in California. Should we go on board with him for this lap? We'll go on board with Stephen for this lap, see what he can do, just see how close the limits are here.
And just be warned, there might be a jump scare. There might be some wheelies going on in the first sector with the Ferrari.
First sector's crazy, and the in dirty air it is terrifying.
Yeah. You can just take so much speed in the Ferrari though. It is so good through these first two corners.
I can see why they nerfed it, but the straight line speed isn't what I would nerf it on.
No. Because now it's extremely unbalanced. It's really good in the corners, and it's just really... I mean, it's not horrible, but it's definitely mediocre on the straight.
Yeah, I don't think it was ever known as a super fast car on the straights, though, was it?
No. Well, and they buffed it, I remember, like, basically right as the season started here.
Yeah.
And now they finally nerfed it basically back to where it was.
Good run there from Steve, and that left-hand corner is so pivotal to get a good run onto this straight.
There's different lines you can take through there, but you really want to try and set up as best you can for this long straight.
Thing I found with this track is it promotes quite a lot of understeer.
Mm-hmm. That's why those tires are wearing so bad.
Yeah, swoops in wide there, pulls back through tight. Panda says it was buffed on Barcelona and nerfed at the Nürburgring.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Panda's had a good season this season, really come into a good... especially considering he's done, 5 or 6 races of it from the hospital.
And he's missed a race or two as well, hasn't he?
Azteca, somebody new watching the stream as well. First time watching the series. Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, so Azteca actually just joined the IROT team, so we're glad to have him. He's a little bit slower than our normal guys, but that doesn't matter to us as long as you're willing to race and you're willing to race cleanly. Yep, that's all we care about.
So we got Gloss has gone in there with a fast lap. Airman has managed to do has managed to get himself into P3 on mediums. P4 now. Jake up there as well. Gloss with a fantastic lap there.
Ooh, who was that? Was that Steve-O that was going off?
Yep, Steven's off. He's done the right thing. He's pulled to the side. Gloss now is... His only issue is he's right up the back of Matt now. He's purple at the minute, but... Yeah, it's very... You don't want to be up behind the car in front that close, do you?
No.
Whether he'll try and make a move down here into this left-hander, but... He's set a good lap time there with a 150.1.
Well, if he's sitting in here right now, Dunn's not going to move. He's probably just going to bump him.
Nah, he's moved out. He's going to pass him. Going to go for the pass.
He's going to give Gloss a mega lap then.
Well, that's if Gloss can get the run. You don't know it. Gloss is down on his time. Oh.
If he let him take the racing line, it might have been okay, but...
Yeah, these drivers aren't going to move for each other, though, are they? They're not going to want to help each other get a fast lap. These guys, no. Matt's gone back to the pits here. Apex now has slotted into P2. A 150.3. Zaskar into P3. So they got. It's all the same guys from last week, isn't it?
I was gonna say, I wasn't trying to be too mean earlier, but it sounded like I was kind of throwing shade at my teammates, but they have picked up the pace a lot from what I have seen. They were like low 53s, high 52s, and they're now all in the 50s pretty much. Where's Smack 51.6? Yeah, they've picked up the pace a lot. So I'm sure they probably did a practice session.
One thing I will say about ERL is it is an extremely fast league.
Yeah.
Everybody is a quick driver in here. In both categories, they're extremely fast drivers.
Well, and what's nice is there's a good spread as well. Like if you're middle of GT class, you've still got a lot of people to fight.
Let's see what Gloss can do here. He's on a clean lap. We'll go on board with him for a second. In fact, no, we'll go TV cam and watch him take on this track.
Almost into the 49s with this guy, with these guys. So
yeah, it's good lap times. That's what, fifth or sixth or seventh pro, fifth or sixth pro quali time.
I think it was like I had a 0.3, and then to like third or fourth was like half a second.
Gloss is out on his out lap, Panda saying. We missed that. Zaskar looks like he's on a fast lap here, or is he on an out lap as well?
Out lap.
Apex is on a lap. He's not on a. He's still got worn tyres, so he must be on a lap. Runs it in there, lovely. I'll tell you what, that McLaren, once it gets it purple here for Apex, that McLaren once it gets into 5th and 6th gear is so fast.
It was. I mean, when I was behind Smiley, he was pulling on me.
That is a fast car in a straight line now. And that was its weakness, wasn't it? The only thing I do find with it is it's quite pushy on the front end. But I suppose that's all MR cars, isn't it?
I mean, I find the FR is more pushy, but
the FR is a lot more pushy, but that's just the nature of how heavy the front end is, isn't it?
Yeah. I would say of the
Fish into
MRs,
third.
Oh, he's like 0.069 behind.
There we go. A 49.6 for Apex. That is a fantastic lap.
I said he was going to be quick.
Puts himself into P1, followed by Gloss, Zaskar, and Fishtail at the minute.
Fishtail has a penalty. I don't know if he's going to get another lap. It's going to be close. I think he will, just barely.
Fishtail's got a pen, yeah, but Airman here. That's a good lap on mediums, that is. A 50.6. Good lap on mediums. Jake there into 6th position. Matt down into 7th. Matt has already claimed the championship, obviously, so great season for this guy.
He's already
I think
2 seconds
he's
down
glad
on
he's
this
claimed the
lap.
championship though, with how his last couple of rounds have been going. He hasn't been right up there, has he? So I think he will be a bit happy there. Papa Stevo in 8th, Shippo in 9th there in the Renault.
Smack's still sitting in the pits. I guess he's like, yeah, that's my pace right there. He's like, I'm happy with that.
Tom down in 12th.
Hodge still hasn't set a lap yet, interestingly. He's gonna have one shot at it.
Hang time here in 13th. Well, we say this every week, but that car, the sound of that old NSX is incredible. Especially through the tunnel. Haj there in 14th, obviously qualifying on the medium tyres, very difficult. And I don't know if he's actually trying or if he's just taking it easy. Apex here, let's watch him as he crosses the line again for another lap. Not going to improve. It's going to be hard now, those tyres are starting to wear. Gloss here, rounds the last corner. Where is he going to come? Is he going to be able to bridge the gap to Apex? That is a big lump of time to jump up. Nope. He goes slower. Zaskar here, down into the last chicane. He's got hang time just in front of him. Going to get a little toe out of that corner. That's going to help.
I will say Steve-O's up on his time as well. He'll be coming across the line after Zaskar.
Zaskar up to 2nd. 49.9.
Nice.
Gloss in the pits, Fishtail in the pits, Airman there. Who are we looking at? Steven, did you say?
Steve-O, yeah.
Here we go, he rounds the last corner. What are we going to see here from Steven? We're not going to see a 49. Gets himself up into 5th position there.
Airman's coming in the last sector.
Yeah.
He's up by a 10th.
I mean, he's going to have to go nearly 2 tenths quicker to go any further up the field. Last sector is that BMW's Achilles heel as well. He's super fast through the first sector and stable, but not the best through the last sector, especially this last chicane. Call your HC, please. Sorry, MC. Sorry, MC. I couldn't remember last week. I know you told us last week, but I couldn't remember whether it was you said MC or hang time. So, hang time is MC.
Hodge is coming across the line. 51.6.
And stays in 6th, super close to these guys in front. But that's good effort on medium tyres.
Yeah. So
MC says hang time is my spouse's name and he doesn't deserve the credit. Or hate. No hate. We don't hate. We don't do any hate here. Only unlucky. I'm
so
boosted.
Apex gets pulled by 3 tenths, and every gap after that is it's less than 2 tenths every gap.
I'll tell you, the groups are so close, aren't they?
Yeah.
Across the field, and even with blending them into each other, they're super close. For me, a 49.6, that would have put him probably P3. I think I did a 49.6 or a 49.7.
I think it would have been P3.
Yeah, I think he'd have just nipped into it. So we'll run through this. We've got Apex.
Look at Zach's car.
Followed by Zaskar, great time. Gloss in 3, Fishtail in 4, Papa Stevo 5, Airman 6. JH Racing in 7th, MG Dunn in 8th, our champion, Shippo in 9th, Smack Attack in 10th, Haj in 11th, Bluebeard 12th, Tom 13th, and MC in 14th.
So we got
3 minutes till the start.
Since the championship's wrapped up, you know what the next most important thing is? Smack Attack and Shippo right next to each other.
Oh, those guys have been having the most epic battle this season. And there's not one point when you look on the track where those two aren't right next to each other. It's been brilliant to watch.
Yeah.
But that's good. It's good to see that these guys, there's racing all through this field. No matter where you are, you can really have a good battle. Look how close those times are.
Tom and MC are pretty close at the rear end too as well, so hopefully they can have a battle together.
Obviously, do we think Harge is going to do the strategy he did last week and start on the soft tyre? I know a few guys did it in the Pro. I think Harge will definitely do it because it jumped him right up the field last week. He just obviously had an incident which put pay to his progress.
I mean, it's kind of tough starting P11 though. Like you got a lot of people to overtake.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see what the top 3 do. You know, the top 4 do. Apex obviously and Gloss have just done. There's only 9 points. Panda says between Shippo and Smack.
There we go.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what these guys do. Obviously, Apex and Gloss have just done the pro race as well, haven't they? As reserves, so they've sort of got some idea of what the car's going to do at what times, sort of tyre things. So, Apex, I know, did a one-stop strategy in that pro race. I don't think that's the faster strategy. Even with the decent tyre wear, I think the 2-stop is the way to go.
Honestly, I didn't even know what to expect because I did a full practice race and probably a full nother race on top of that in terms of practice, and the tires were wearing way more than I expected. So
yeah, the tyre wear was super heavy. I mean, I went on to softs with about, I think, 9 laps to go, and it absolutely ate through the front right.
I mean, I did start on softs, to be fair, so they're going to burn on that first stint.
Cheater.
But
we agreed you'd start on mediums. You've betrayed me there.
Actually,
no, it was a great...
I mean, I never started on pole, so I was like, my thought process was, hey, I'm pole. I want to run. I want to use my pace, and I wasn't able to because we were in an epic battle up there for the top 3 of us. So, yeah,
you guys had a great battle. I wish I hadn't have had an incident. Like, I had that little bit of problem at the beginning. It'd been nice to battle with you guys.
Yeah.
So all our pace, I think, was pretty similar. I mean, I was down into the 49 4s and 5s. Here we go. These guys are ready to go.
5 lights.
Apex on pole. That Porsche's not very quick off the line, is it? So we may see that Mercedes is quick. Oh, Zascar got a half decent jump. Gloss Boss into second. Is Steve-O in that Ferrari already up to 3rd.
Jake's up to
Oh,
P4.
Gloss up the inside of Apex here. Who's going to back out? Apex.
Ooh, Apex is wide.
But well done, boys. There. Well done.
Go 3 wide here.
Gloss is Gloss is up the inside. Ronnie says go. Shippo
Jake has
go.
a run at P2.
Jake is a menace in that Citroen.
What a start there from Jake.
That Citroen must be the quickest car off the line ever, hadn't it? It must be even faster than the Ferrari.
Not possible. There's no way.
Stephen got a great jump, but has been shuffled down a little bit now. Zascar's up the outside of him.
Yep.
So we got Gloss on the mediums, Apex on the mediums, Jake on the mediums. These guys have pulled a little gap to Stephen, who's also medium. Zascar medium, Airman medium, Fish medium.
Oh, no.
Shippo is the first car we can see on soft tyres. Matt on the mediums in 9th. Harja's gone mediums. Bluebeard softs. MC mediums. Tom has got damage already on the medium tyre. Smack also has damage on the front, and he is on the medium
off
tyre
the pack,
as well.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
Oh, Apex here. Is he going to make a move on Gloss? He's trying.
It's a very hard place to overtake.
There is overtaking opportunities on the track. Lucky says Citroen is the fastest car in 200 metres.
I think this is it's a good track to be in and amongst people, you know, going side by side, but it's hard to actually get the move done.
Yeah, especially if the other car is slightly quicker in a straight line. Gloss through this first sector here. He's got that McLaren will be better through there. Here we go. Will Apex get the run here? It's going to be brave if he does.
No, he's not close enough.
No, what we got behind Jake now. He's not close enough to make a move. Steven and Zascar super close. Who's that boy Simple out the slip in the back? Harge has dropped back in. Fishtail has been shuffled down a little bit to 7th. Shippo in 8th here.
For that damage.
Yeah, Shippo needs to use these tyres here, these soft tyres. He's got to try and make up as many positions as he can.
Side with Dunn.
Yeah, he's having a great battle with Matt here. Shippo will have the inside line here and the tyre advantage. Harge lurking just behind there. Good little battle
Fast
here.
car's gone wide there. Airman's side by side with them.
Airman's managed to get the move done here. That BMW not very fast in a straight line.
Two teammates are working together. You got Zaskar getting.
Are they going to be bumping each other? Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. Will we see any of them make a move? Fish now looks like he's Is he going for the move on Zaskar? No. Slots back in behind.
They got to watch out for Shippo though. He's on those soft tires.
He's got to make the most of those while they're fresh. Because I don't think that Renault is the best on tyre wear, is it?
I think it's slightly worse than normal, but it's the fuel that's the issue.
Yeah. So Apex and Gloss now starting to slightly make a gap to Jake behind.
Yeah, looks like Steve-O's a little bit of a...
Steve-O's dropped off the back here, 1.7 seconds off the back of these guys. These guys are going to be praying for him to stay in front of Airman, though. The guys up front are not going to want Airman release. Zaskar right on the back of Airman here. That Porsche is quicker in a straight line than that BMW. He's bumping him.
See, the guys in front are like, get Airman, get out of here. And these guys behind are like, Aaron, go on.
Gloss now has pulled over 9/10 on Apex here through the first sector.
Ooh, Steve-O's got a really... Ooh, I thought maybe Air would have got going for the move there.
Jake has managed to close the gap back up. Steven is a lot slower than these guys at the minute.
Yeah.
2.2 seconds off, and then he has an absolute train behind him. Shippo into 7th here as well. He's managed to get past Fishtail. He's using that tyre to his advantage. Here we go. That Ferrari obviously not as fast in a straight line now, but to be fair, if you want a car behind you in the slip, it is the BMW. I'm not sure on if the Sprint's any faster. Zaskar there. Is Zaskar going to make a move at the inside of Airman? He stays to the left. Has he got the move done? It looks like he has. Good move. Will Airman hang it round the outside though? Ooh. Close. Good move from Zaskar there. That is a good move to see. And Shippo's right there on the back of Airman. Using those tyres like we said he had to. Do you want to just switch to the front and make sure that we got nothing going on up there? Because I'd like to stay on these guys. Gloss managed to get 1.1 already.
Yep.
That's a good little first part of his stint.
Keep an eye on Jake.
Shippo pressuring Airman here. Shippo's pressuring Airman. He's got to be absolutely sweating. Zaskar here. Is he going to get the run on Steven? Because that Porsche is so good in the traction zones. So is the Ferrari though. He stays to the left. Oh, no. He drops back in behind. Shippo is right on the back of Airman here as well. Zaskar on the grass. And he's wide in the tunnel. Manages to get it back on the racing line. Dirty tyres though, but Steven looks like he's slow in there. These guys so close now. Zaskar nearly gone. That was close. Let's see what Shippo's tyres are saying. 25% worn on the front right and rear right.
That's not too bad for 3 laps.
No, it's not. He's got Fishtail close to him though. Fishtail looks like he's got a run here. Let's go on board with Fish and see if he can get this move down into this left-hand corner.
Oh, he's getting close.
He's going to get it. Is Shippo going to move to the left? No, Shippo stays to the right. Fish up the inside here. You can see those guys battling in front as well. Good move from Fish there.
Still holding steady at the front.
Ronnie says, come on, Shippo, get it done.
Oh, Jake's got a good exit there. He's 2/10 behind Apex now.
Apex. Gloss has absolutely set a good pace at the front here, hasn't he? Managed to get that 1.1 second lead. That's what you want. You want to try and shift the car behind out of that slipstream. To be honest, the last few weeks, the slipstream hasn't seemed as strong. Lucky
I
says,
agree.
Who's off the back? Tom off the back, but he pitted earlier, Lucky, to get rid of damage. Smack in 13, still driving around with damage. MC having a good race in 12th. Bluebeard in 11th. Harj in 10th here, onto the back of MG, who is in turn pulling up the inside of Shippo here. Into the first corner, MG gets it done. I don't know whether the tyre performances of Shippo... Yeah, look at Shippo's tyres now. Starting to wear
Zaskar and Steve. Oh, Air's going for a move. Oh, contact.
That's...
Oh, hold it, Steve.
Oh, they're all having a collision here. Airman's done the right thing, though, by holding off. But look how many positions he's lost.
So many positions.
Oh, my God. He has been dropped all the way down to 10th here. The front guys are going to be loving that.
Yeah.
Look at the gap though. Zaskar's got to try and close into Jake. 5.2 seconds.
And Steve-O's probably sweating bullets right now. He just got.
Steve-O will be raging.
Yeah.
Here we go though. But Gloss now was second in front of Apex, who has Jake all over the back of him. Then they have a nice little buffer to Zaskar, who has 1.5 seconds back to Fishtail, who's now... I think he's the winner out of all that, isn't he? Massively.
Ooh, Matt was trying to go around the outside of his brother right there.
Steve-O in 6th now. He's got his brother right behind him. And our new champion. Love the livery, the caramel livery. Harj into 8th. Shippo's been shuffled down to 9th here. He's going to have to be... Surely he's going to be thinking about pitting soon.
Matthew's going for the move.
Matt's got the move, hasn't he? He's going to have that down into this left-hander.
Hodge is flashing. He knows it's on stream. Oh,
is Harj going to follow him through here?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Steve-O.
Steve-O looked like he ran wide. Harj has got through.
Steve-O.
Look at Harj's number plate.
He's stopped on the back of his car. Oh, I don't know what happened to him there.
Steve-O stopped?
Yeah, he stopped in the chicane and now he's going again.
Oh, maybe he's just thought, do you know what? I've had enough of this.
That's what I thought, but now he's going again.
I'll tell you what he does have issues with, actually. He has issues with his brake pedal sticking sometimes.
That's what it looks like to me, because he was just came to a full stop and then couldn't move.
Yeah, maybe that's his issue. MC now up to 11th, Bluebeard up to 10th, Airman into 9th onto the back of Shippo. Harj up to 7th here. MG has got up to 6th. Fish in 5th now with a 1.7 gap to the cars behind. He is slightly closing in on Zaskar as well. I think he's pulled in about 3/10 in the last lap.
Jake's got to run on Apex again.
I don't think that Citroen is not as quick as that McLaren top end.
Yeah.
Will he send it though? Yeah, look, he says Steve-O's brakes keep sticking. We thought so. It's a common thing for him at the minute. It's such a shame. That must be so frustrating. Gloss. Oh, Gloss has got a 1.5 penalty.
This is big.
This is what happened to him last week as well, isn't it? Remember? Wasn't he winning it? He was winning it into Interlagos, wasn't he? And got the penalty which allowed Apex through. Oh, that is devastating for Gloss. So easy to pick. The penalties are big here as well, aren't they? If you cut that first sector.
Worked so hard to build up that gap just bit by bit, and now he's just going to have to claw
That's going to turn into a 2.5, 3 second penalty, isn't it? By the end, by the time he gets back up to speed. Such a shame.
He'll still be P3 at least, but
he knows he's got the pace though to close in on these guys.
Yeah.
Let's see how much time he actually loses.
That's a big gap. He's still got 7 seconds to Zaskar. Well,
Zaskar's lost some time again there, haven't they? Look at that gap though. That is nowhere near a 1.5 second penalty. That's a 3 second if ever I've seen it.
Yeah, that's 3 seconds right there.
Yeah. Zaskar there in 4th. He's now got 1.8 seconds over Fish. MG here is starting to catch up to the back of Fishtail as well. Shippo's got to be thinking of pitting soon. Them tyres must not feel great. Airman in 9th there. 11 seconds off the leader. That's a big ass to get back up to those guys. And I tell you what, let's have a look. They are actually lapping up faster than him. Jake's done a 51.2 in the baguette.
Clean air, and I don't think they're not fighting hard. I think they know they've got to just keep it clean.
Look at Gloss though. Gloss has managed to get back within 8/10 of these guys already.
He's got the pace.
Yeah, he's gonna have the bit between his teeth now as well. After that, Zaskar 4.9 seconds behind.
That pace he's hitting is basically what I was hitting, like
Yeah,
mid 51s. Like he's flying.
all these three front guys are flying, but Gloss is on an absolute mission now after that penalty.
Yep.
I mean, he's chopped away nearly a second in this lap.
1 second between the top three.
Look at that. Well, should we go on board with Gloss for a little bit so we can see how this battle unfolds?
Yeah.
One thing this game does amazingly is the visuals, isn't it? If anything. Jake! Oh, Gloss into the barrier. Little kiss there. Little kiss there.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us got away without some sort of paintwork coming off.
Oh, yeah. I hit it probably at least 5-6 times.
Those boys have managed to get away, though, with that little collision. Oh, he's not on the best line there. He's going to lose some time through there. Yeah, 1.1 seconds now. Jake, let's go on with Jake. All over the back of Apex here.
With that crazy Citroen cockpit.
I'll tell you what, the last few weeks, Apex has withstood some pressure, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Looks like we're in some sort of space shuttle now.
I think that's what doing every other pro race does for you.
I think it definitely helps these guys, some of these guys. Here we go. Will Jake get the run here? That McLaren's just so good at getting up there, isn't it?
Not close enough.
That has got to be the craziest cockpit in racing, hasn't it?
It's crazy, yeah. You can barely even see out of it.
They've managed to bridge even more of a gap to Gloss here. Now over 1.5 seconds.
Shippo's pitted, by the way, and he's came out half a second ahead of Smack.
Smack's got a bit of damage still on the front of that car, hasn't he, as well?
Yeah, he does, yeah.
That's big for their championship.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what they do, they always find each other on track at some stage.
Yep.
Apex.
Ooh, is that a little bit of grass for Apex?
Yeah, it looked it. Here we go. Is Jake going to get the run out of here?
He's super deep on the brakes.
Oh, he's into the barrier as well. That's going to lose him a little bit of time. Yeah, Apex pulling away now. There we go. The slipstream kicks in, though. It's like the slipstream works on this straight, but not on the long straight.
Yeah.
Let's see how they go through this first sector.
Bluebeard's in the pits.
Apex running them right tyres on that grass again. That is brave.
That's what I'm saying. They are using every inch of track and more.
Gloss has lost a bit more time there. I don't know whether he had a little bit of a grass run himself or whether these guys are just dragging each other clear, but he's closed it back in again. Oh, Jake here
so
right up the back of Apex. Pushing him through that corner. Gloss now with it back. Look at Gloss, under a second now. This is the problem when you battle, isn't it? It just promotes the guys behind you to catch up.
You know what the thing with Gloss, though, is look at his tires compared to the other two.
Yeah, that's like the BMW, that front right tyre was getting absolutely
the front engine
cooked.
cars just burn up those tires.
I mean, realistically, he needs to be going to the end of lap 15 if he wants to do softs.
I think I did 16 on my mediums, and I was dead on both of my softs.
Yeah, I went end of 15, end of 14, or end of 15, but my tyres were absolutely cooked.
Well, I did soft, medium, soft, so it's not comparable.
Airman has got the fastest lap now with a 51.2. Zaskar slowly starting to close.
Airman's round.
No. That's going to put
He saved it. He only lost like 2 seconds.
Zaskar here is slowly starting to work the gap down on these guys. Look, it's 3.8 now. It was 6 at one stage.
Yeah.
And look at his tyres. His tyres look in great condition. This will be interesting to see how close he can get to these guys. Fishtail now has it getting all sorts of pressure from our newly crowned champion MG behind, who's also...
He's probably got the worst tires of anyone, though. Matthew.
Yeah.
He's probably tied with Gloss.
He's got Harge just behind him there in 7th. Airman in 8th now. MC has got herself up into 9th position here.
Steve-O pit.
Steve-O's pit. MC up into ninth. That NSX and the combo with her driving it are incredible on tyres, aren't they?
Yeah. That thing is, I would say it's one of the easier cars to drive as well, so it makes sense that it would be easy on tires.
Shippo in 10th now. He's managed to pull a little bit of a gap in front of Smack. Obviously, Smack is a pit stop behind. Bluebeard in 12th. Steve-O coming out in 13th here. Steve-O going on hards. I don't know why, though, because a mandatory pit stop means he has to do a soft stint as well, doesn't he?
I guess he really just doesn't like the worn tires, because I was thinking he was going to go medium soft with starting, pitting that early.
Tom down in 14th there after that early damage and early pit stop. Look at the fight for the lead. Gloss now right onto the back of Jake here. He is hounding him. Gloss's pace has stayed really well considering how much tyre wear he's got.
He's making him check his mirrors here.
Suffers through there though. Them FR cars struggle through that last chicane. Zas cars one to look out for as well. He is inching closer.
Yep.
If these guys fight too hard, he will arrive on scene.
Three tenths faster than Gloss, and he's 6 tenths faster than Jake.
Apex now has a small, and I mean small, bit of breathing room. Great run from Jake as well there in second in the Citroen.
Matthew is going for it on Fishtail. They're super close.
Harge has dropped off the back. Harge has got airmen all over the back of him. Let's have a look at Jake's fuel. Look, he's saying just under half a tank. It's not miles worse than the rest. I mean, it is worse, but not. It'll make the difference in the pit stop. Matt here is going to get Fishtail.
Yeah.
Good move. Look at Harge moving to get out, try and break the slipstream to airman.
Yep.
That BMW not quite as quick, but will he make a move down here into the left-hander? No, I don't think he's gonna. Matt's managed to solidify that move.
Yep.
Still got Fishtail right up there, trying to get up the outside of him here. No, that's a move done at the minute. Let's get back up the front and see what's going on. Apex. He's got a 1 second lead now.
Jake's pitting.
Jake's in here.
He's must be going medium soft.
Gloss chooses to stay out. That has created a little gap for Apex now, though. Gloss will not be in the slipstream, will he? I don't think. 1.4. No. Will he be getting any slip off that?
No, not quite.
Jake in. Zaskar stays out. Matt there in 4th as well. That's an early pit stop for Jake. Like you say, he's got to be going medium, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Fish in 5th there. Herman and Harge absolutely having a great battle here.
Yep.
Harge here. Where is Herman? We can't see him. He's round the outside. He's on the grass again. Oh, has he saved it? Good save again. He's had a few close ones this race, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Jake comes out the pits here in 8th, just in front of in front of MC. Shippo in 10th still, with Bluebeard smack now into the pits.
Yeah.
Tom is now in front of Steve-O. Steve-O has right rear and rear bumper damage. Absolute nightmare round for Steven. This has been with that brake stick and stuff. Oh, Gloss is on the back of Apex here.
Yeah, he's caught up a lot in that first sector.
Here we go.
Oh, Fishtail's got back past. I don't know what happened there. Oh, Matthew's got damage. He must have hit the wall
he's
in
got
the tunnel.
Front left, front right. That's going to have been on the outside of the wall, isn't it? Going into the tunnel.
Yeah.
I'd have thought either that or on the right hander before the tunnel. You know, that weird.
Yeah.
Right. Zaskar there in 3rd. Not closing now. The gap has sort of stabilised. Great battle up front for these guys. Apex it's got slightly better tyre wear and slightly more fuel than Gloss, which does make a difference with the fuel, doesn't it, when it comes to pit stops. Matt into the pits here, he's going to repair that damage and change them tyres. Surely he's going to have to go mediums from there.
Yep.
Saying that though, that GTR normally not too bad on its tyres, but round here, obviously.
It's always that front right, and this track kills the front right.
Harsh there, nice gap now in 5th. Slowly working his way up. Fish in 4th. Another American, Zaskar, in 3rd, followed with another American in front of that with Gloss Boss. Apex still at the front here. Handling the pressure really well. I mean, he's been hounded either by Jake or by Gloss the whole way through this, hasn't he?
Yeah. Ooh, Tom just lost it a little bit there.
Stephen back in front of Tom here. These guys having a good battle. Tom's got damage again.
Oh, is that his brake again? Oh.
He's having massive problems with that brake, isn't he? Or is it just the damage?
He's pitting, I think.
No, he stays out.
I don't know what he's doing.
I think he's having serious problems with that brake, isn't he?
Yeah.
That must be so frustrating for him. Apex has managed to get a little bit of breathing room to Gloss here. Not a lot. Zaskar's still there in 3rd. Fish in 4th. Harge into 5th. Airman back, trying to catch him back up in 6th. Jake in 7th at the minute, obviously pitted from P2. So it'd be interesting to see. Theoretically, he should inherit the lead after the pit stop, shouldn't he? Because he should be going quicker on these mediums than the guys up front. Gloss into the pits.
Yep.
Let's see where him and Jake come out in comparison to each other. Obviously, that Citroen tank is a lot less as well. So Jake would have had to fuel more. Zaskar inherits P2. Harge into the pits as well.
Look at that tire of Glossboss after only 13 laps.
He's brave to be doing 2 stints of softs there. It's going to be right on the limit at the end, isn't it?
Nah, I don't think he can.
Yeah, it's going to be a race between him and Jake where they come out. MC there in 9th.
Penalty line.
Shippo 10th. Let's get back up and see where these boys come out. Oh, Jake's going to get this, isn't he?
Not sure. Looks like it.
Yeah, by quite a bit by the looks of it. That's a big swing.
Gloss fueled up all the way.
Gloss isn't going to fuel on his next stop, is he?
No.
It's over 7 seconds. Oh, Matt's jumped Gloss as well.
Yep.
Gloss has gone back out on mediums.
Yeah, so he's going medium, soft.
Harge out on the soft tyre now. MC right on the back of Hard. Oh! Harge will not want to relinquish that position coming out there on soft tyres. Shippo now right onto the back of MC as well. He's obviously pitted and come out on the mediums. Tom into the pits again. Such a shame with the damage he's getting. Stephen has come into the pits again as well. Apex now with a 4.3 second lead to Zaskar. Bit of breathing space for Apex. Will Apex now pit to cover Gloss? Thing is, he's not going to have seen what tyre Gloss has come out on, is he? He might have.
I think Apex is staying out. I'm thinking he's thinking the medium soft at this point.
Yeah, definitely.
The better
he won stopped in the pro race, but I don't think it was beneficial, so I think we'll definitely see a 2-stop from him. Obviously, Gloss is going to have to pit again as well, isn't he, to take the soft tyre?
Yeah.
So Gloss is doing a lucky strategy here. He's going to do the medium, soft. Zaskar in second there, still going well. Fishtail has got a lot more fuel and better tyre wear than Zaskar.
Yep.
So he's done well there.
Since it's getting to this point, some of these guys were considering the one stop. So I think Fishtail might be. I think Fish could do it.
I think Fish could do it in the Porsche.
Yeah.
Especially with where he's got to here. Jake in 5th now. Be interested to see where he comes out once Apex pits. Jake also on the medium.
Gloss has crashed.
No.
Gloss has crashed.
Oh, he's got damage as well.
Final corner, yeah.
No, that's going to put pay to his race. He had such a good first stint as well.
And the thing is, if he would have just went on softs, he might have been able to make it, like not from here, but
What a
Would have
shame.
been better.
Such a good first stint as well, battling for P1. Obviously was P1 and breaking away and had that penalty. So frustrating when something like that happens. He's had a bit of bad luck again.
Yeah, he's another one who just can't catch a break.
Yeah, every time he's always up there and just always seems to have a small issue. I know he said that Mercedes wasn't the most fun to drive at times. Apex going again. Wonder what Apex is thinking here, because Gloss is obviously now out of this battle. Jake's going to have to pit again regardless because he's gone on to mediums. Zaskar's
17, maybe?
See, Fish for me could be going for the one stop, but he is losing quite a lot of time now. He's 6.7 seconds behind Zaskar, and Airman is catching him at quite a rate now. Jake there in 5th. It'd be interesting to see if Jake comes out in front of Apex here. I mean, what lap times is he doing? 51.8, and Apex is 52.9. Jake's going to be leading this race, I think, by the time when Apex pits. I'd imagine Jake's going to jump Apex here in the pits by a good couple of seconds. Let's go down to the back and see what we got. Steve-O down in 14th. Tom back out the pits now in 13th. He's on the soft tyre. He's got Apex about to lap him. Smack in 12th. MC now pulling into the pits in 11th. Gloss is in 10th. Gloss has stayed out with the damage.
Yep.
Bluebeard in 9th. Shippo up to 8th now. Good run from Shippo, this is.
Yeah.
Harge in 7th now out on the soft tyre. He now has the fastest lap of the race with a 150.8 on his last lap. So it'd be interesting to see how much time he can make up on these guys. Matt also out on the soft tyre. I'll tell you what, look how worn his front right tyre is already. Matt. He's 30% worn already. He pitted super early, didn't he?
Yeah. He's only going to do, what, maybe the lap...
Do you think he'll do a medium stint at the end?
Yeah, for sure. I think he's going to... I don't know.
Airman now onto the back of Fishtail, 1.5 seconds behind.
Yep.
Zaskar is now...
got a pit, though. Look at those tires.
Zaskar is catching Apex here.
Yeah. Look at his tires, though.
Yeah, Air's front right is not looking too clever. I think we may see a soft from Air. I
think from all these guys that, except for Fishtail, that haven't pit.
Yeah, we're going to see softs. Jake is definitely going to be winning this race by the time Apex pits. It's just going to be by how much.
Yeah.
And I think we'll definitely see Apex do soft, so it'll be interesting to see how much Apex eats into Jake. But Jake is setting really good lap times. 51.4s, 51.8, 51.8. Consistent lap times here.
See, this is what happened in our races where Smiley was on the alternate strategy, got the big undercuts, you know, had a big lead, and then was getting caught at the end. This is probably going to be what's going to happen between Apex and Jake at the end. They're just going to be one of them chasing the other down, and they'll converge right at the end.
Here we go. Airman is now within Deputy Fishtail's slipstream. Airman's got to be thinking of pitting this lap, surely.
He's got to pit this lap.
He can't keep taking those tyres, unless he wants to get in front of Fishtail before the pit. Fishtail's tyre now looks like it's starting to wear quite heavily, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Zaskar now only 2 seconds behind Apex. This is what happened last week. Zaskar ended up in front of Apex at one stage last week, didn't he?
Yeah, they're both staying out.
This is... do you think they're going for the one stop?
That would be very brave.
Because if they stay out till 19:20, and then they've only got to do 13 laps on the... I say only.
Only 13.
But if you're going to do it in any car, it's going to be the McLaren or the Porsche, aren't you? Airman has now got into the pits. Jake, let's see. Jake is obviously going to take this position here. Airman's had a few incidents this race, hasn't he? Matt in 6th. I think Matt is actually catching Jake now. He should be anyway. He's on the softs. Obviously, Jake on a different strategy here.
Yeah.
And just pulling into his pit box. Harge in 7th will take a position from Airman here as well. Shippo in 8th has now got round Bluebeard, who is in 9th and has a penalty. Gloss down in 10th now, still circulating with that damage on the front left on his medium tyres. Smack in 11th. MC here in 12th on the softs. Tom in 13th and Steve-O in 14th. I'll tell you, Zaskar is flying here. Look at this. 1.8 seconds off Apex now. Apex's times have really dropped off now. He's been in the 53s the last 2 laps.
I mean, if Zaskar can hold up this pace, I understand him doing the one stop, but for Apex, I think he's got to come in.
Apex now has to go in now. He's losing too much time now. Fishtail there in 3rd. Jake into 4th now with MG done. MG is only 3.9 seconds off the back of Jake here.
He might pit right as he gets to the back of Jake. That's what I would do if I was
Airman here right up the back of Harge. Airman on those brand new softs. Harge on the slightly older soft tyre. Here we go. Airman moves up the inside here. Harge lets him through.
Okay,
no, he's let him through. That was clever from Harge, really. He's going to struggle to battle air with that tyre, isn't he? Tyre advantage. Yeah. You might as well let him drag him. Oh! Did he touch him? Don't think he did.
I think that was a little bit. Yeah. It might have been netcode. I don't know. It looks like Airman shifted a little bit, but who knows? It was no damage for sure.
Fish stays out. Apex has stayed out as well. As has Zaskar. These guys have got to be going for a one-stop. These guys have to be going for a one-stop here. Which actually makes sense now, because if you think a pit stop's going to be, what, 25, 26 seconds?
I tried it. I didn't think it was possible, but man, with these guys,
Apex did it in the pro race and didn't go as long as this in his first stint. So this could turn into a battle of tyre wear by the end of this race.
I mean, that nighttime definitely helps with those softs.
Yeah, it cools the tyre down.
Yeah.
Zaskar, I'll tell you, Zaskar though has been setting some good lap times considering how worn those tyres are. He really has chomped the lead down to Apex here.
Apex is almost into the 54s now. He is.
Yeah, he's hemorrhaging time now.
Yeah.
Jake still in 4th there. MG's dropped off but look at MG's tyre already. He's going to have to do a medium stint, isn't he?
He's got to.
He's going to have to do another medium stint. Airman there in 6th now has managed to pull away from Harge in 7th. Shippo, clear air now in 8th, with Gloss behind him in 9th. Bluebeard in 10th. Smack Attack in 11th.
Oh, Fishtail. He lost it.
Oh no, he's done all that work. Damage everywhere.
Over the car.
Damage everywhere. There's going to be Matt round the outside. Fish has got a pit now, hasn't he?
I don't know. He's kind of committed to the one stop now. He might do another lap or two. Yeah, he's going to.
Oh, he's gonna lose so much time.
Yeah.
But the thing is he going to lose the 26 seconds he's only going to get from doing one stop?
No.
And there in 6th, he's going to be pressing like mad to catch up. Shippo in 8th, Gloss 9th, Bluebeard 10th, Smack 11th, MC having a good drive in 12th, Tom there in 13th after his couple of pit stops, damage and stuff like that. Steve-O in 14th. Here we go. Apex's tyre is so close to being dead. He's got to hit this lap.
Zaskar's tires are actually worse than his, but his pace is just better.
It seems like it's levelled out a bit now, though. Look, hasn't it? Both 50. Yeah. Apex actually went slightly faster on that lap. Jake here in 3rd, but Jake is definitely going to have to pit again because he has only done 2 medium stints. Matt's going to have to be thinking about pitting soon as well onto another set of mediums, I'd imagine. Fishtail. Oh, Fish again, nearly went. He's going to be in the end of this lap, isn't he? I think.
He might do another one. I don't know. Can you make it 13? Like 13 is just so
they've
far on
they've managed to do 20 on the medium though.
If it was me, I probably would do one more.
Yeah, for me, if I was Apex, I'd do one more as well. Because at the end of the day, he's got the advantage at the minute, hasn't he? He is going again. Apex is going again. These guys really dragging this stint out.
Zaskar might be full red by the end of this.
That's the problem, though. If you get to full red, it really does cost you time. I mean, VTech in our race, I was 7 seconds off him coming on to the last lap. No, well, just before the last lap, and I passed him in the first sector.
Yeah.
So once they go, it is horrific. MG
Matthews
done into the pits here.
Well, you can certainly do 13 on mediums, so I think that's what he's doing.
Yeah, 100. He's got to go mediums, hasn't he? He's not going to get 13 laps out of those, out of another set of softs.
No.
Fish goes again as well. Airman is hunting him down, but obviously two totally different strategies now. Do you know what the issue here is going to be, though? For Fish now?
What's that?
Him and Airman now are both going to have to pit at some stage, but Airman is right on the back of him now on the soft tyre. If you know what I mean.
Airman, yeah, but
They're
wasn't
both...
Airman like right behind him and
he crashed, didn't he, Airman? Airman crashed, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
But what I'm saying is, Fish is going to lose. This is actually for position now.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Air's going to have to pit later on, isn't he?
Well, and Air's way better on his strategy right now. Like, Fishtail's got to do 12 laps on softs. Whereas Air, he can go another
Air's going to go another
7 laps.
Yeah, and then pit. That crash has really hurt Fishtail, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Massively. Jake, I'll tell you what, look at Jake's fuel. His tyres aren't that bad, but his fuel's low. Baguette.
All right, let's see if these guys come in.
No?
Apex is coming in.
Oh, they're in? Yeah, they're in.
Yeah.
They're both in. They're so close. 7/10. Apex slightly more fuel than Zaskar. Who's going to fuel up more? And let's see where they come out. Jake's definitely going to take the lead here. But Jake's going to have to pit again soon himself. He's low on fuel. And he has to do that soft tyre switch.
Yeah, he's got to be really easy on his fuel right now because I don't think he put enough in.
I think he could, if he can do another two laps, he's going to be okay, isn't he?
Yeah.
Fishtail in now as well. Harj has been promoted up to 5th here.
He's got to pit it again as well.
I'll tell you, Harj passed Fishtail as he literally went in the pits. He's going to be close with Harj and Fish as well.
Fish hasn't even started fueling.
Apex out here just behind Airman. Jake now has a 14-second lead, but he obviously has to pit again.
Who's that off? Steve-O. Okay. Yeah, he's really just having a hard time there.
Zaskar and... See, this problem with Zaskar and Apex here is they're trying to battle each other, but they're going to have to nurse their tyres slightly as well, aren't they?
They can't battle each other. They're not going to make it to the end.
They can't go flat out because they're going to eat through those tyres. Airman now up into 2nd. He's obviously... You don't think Airman's not going to try and go to the end here, is he?
No.
He's not going to be able to get another 11 laps out of those tyres.
No. He's going to go probably lap 27 or so.
I think he should go like 25, 26. He may as well get the most out of his tyres, hasn't he? He knows he's going to have to pit again, so Jake's going to have to... Surely he's going to have to pit this lap. Holds the inside line. Are we going to see him? Yeah, he's into the pits here, so this is going to be a soft stint, but he's going to be well off the leaders here.
Man, he could have made it so much further. If he would have put more fuel in, he would have been easy on those soft tires.
He's really going to have to use these soft tires carefully as well now. Airman's going to be promoted into the lead here, but not the net lead. Net leader is still Apex, with Zaskar in P2 right behind him. That's Harj, I see, diving into the pits there. It'd be interesting to see where Harj comes out in relation to Fishtail.
Again, with Harj, I would have tried to do one more lap. I don't know, 11 laps.
The McLaren's really good on its soft tyre, though.
True. Yeah.
Gloss there in 7th, still circulating with a damage. Our early leader, he just had an absolute nightmare in his... As soon as he come out the pits, really, in his 2nd stint. Here we go, Fishtail. Followed by Smack Attack, Shippo in 10th, MC in 11th, Bluebeard in 12th, Tom in 13th, Stephen in the pits again.
You know, Matt's not too far behind Jake. 2.5 seconds, and they're both going to the end.
Yeah, but one's on mediums and one's on softs now. It's switched. Jake's on the soft tyre.
Just depends if Jake can take those tires to the end.
I think the Citroen's actually not too bad on its tyres, is it? That Nissan, look, is actually looking quite heavy on its tyre, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Harge out in... Harge has jumped Fishtail.
Yep. By a lot.
By a lot. Oh, that strategy has not worked for Fish at all. Wow, the crash really put pay to that, didn't it? What a shame.
Well, he had a 2:05 on his lap that he crashed, and then he did a 1:57.9 after that. So
Apex and Zascar are literally glued to each other here. This is going to be such a fight to the finish here.
I think for now Zascar will bump him, but once it gets to the end, it's going to be gloves off.
I just really hope it doesn't get settled by something like a penalty, as in like a time penalty on track. I hope it gets through racing. It's such a shame when someone gets a penalty and loses like 2 or 3 seconds. I know it can happen to all of us, but it's great to see these guys race. Tell you what, the GT class the last few weeks has thrown some seriously good racing up.
Yeah.
I think last week's race, I was so happy to have commentated on that last week. That's one of the best races I've ever seen amongst the ERL. That mandatory, that double mandatory tyre thing was incredible.
Yeah. We had a good battle in Pro as well. The 2, 3, 4, 5.
You guys sounded like you were having a great battle.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, like you said, though, it was decided by a penalty.
Yeah. Jake there now starting to gap Matt behind him. Matt's got damage again. Front right and wheel damage again.
I didn't see that.
He's just picked it up this lap, so he must have hit probably that wall again coming out the tunnel, do we think?
Yeah, probably.
I'll tell you what, Harge isn't far off him. Harge is only 5 seconds off him here.
Harge just had a kind of a sneaky race here. He started towards the back and he's just been slowly making his way up.
He's been super clean, silent assassin, working his way up slowly. It'd be interesting to see what goes on when Airman pits, actually. He's 30 seconds off Airman. Obviously, Airman will come out.
They're on the same strategy in terms of tires, but Airman's going to have way better tires.
Much fresher, yeah. Gloss there in 7th, still circulating with the damage. Fishtail down into 8th now. Obviously, Gloss is going to have to pit again, isn't he? Because he hasn't done any soft running yet.
Yep.
So Fishtail is going to be promoted up into 7th.
I wouldn't be surprised if Gloss comes in this lap. He's only 9 laps to go.
Shippo in 9th there. I think he'll be super close with Gloss when Gloss comes out the pits. MC is only 5 and 5. Oh, MC.
She's got a pit though.
Yeah, considering how good those mediums was. It's used quite a lot of the soft, hasn't it?
I think she's doing medium soft.
But that car was so good on the mediums, it seems to have chomped through the soft.
Well, let's see. It looks like she pitted 16, so she's done 18 or 8 laps. Sorry,
8
on
laps,
these tires.
Yeah, I thought that would have been able to go further though.
Yeah, me too.
Especially with how good it is now. Apex is 1.3 in front of Zascar here.
Pulling a little bit. They're only 2.7 behind
I think
Airman
he
as
has
well.
slightly better tyre wear as well, Apex. But he has less fuel.
Yeah.
They're not far away. Airman's got a pit, hasn't he? Airman's not even...
I think he's going to pit this lap, to
Airman's
be honest.
not actually a factor in the win, is he? To be honest,
Unless
if you were Apex, you'd want Airman out the way, wouldn't you? Because you don't want the dirty air. If you get the dirty air, it'll get you tired. I'll tell you what, that could be the difference though between Apex and Zascar's tyres. The fact Zascar's constantly running around in Apex's dirty air.
That's true, yeah.
That'll be scrubbing those tyres.
It's not something you normally think about in this game. Like, I always think of that more in F1, but it is a thing.
Well, the car handles totally differently once you're... Yeah, Airman's in. He's cleared the way for these guys. So it's a straight race. Jake's not going to be in it lucky. He's too far off the leaders. unless one of them has to pit again. Jake's going to be back up into third here.
Just didn't do enough laps on those mediums.
No. Well, the one stop, if they don't have to stop again and the tyres don't die, it's too much time to make up, isn't it? So Jake goes back into P3 here. Where's Ehrman going to come out amongst this? Ehrman's coming out here in fourth.
Out.
He's going to come. Is Matt going to get him?
No.
No? Ehrman out. I'll tell you what, Ehrman is going to... He's going to be on Jake soon as well, isn't he? If he can put the time in. Gloss into the pits now as well. Good drive from Ehrman because he's had a couple of incidents this race, hasn't he?
Yeah. So, 8 laps, and he would have to go over 2 seconds a lap faster.
Haj now only 2.2 seconds behind Matt. Is there enough time for Haj here to get up to Matt? Obviously, Matt on the medium tyre with damage. Yeah, Haj is going to be on the back of Matt soon.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Top 5 we can see here for Haj. He's going to be able to see that 5th position.
Well, and Matthew's not going to have any straight line speed with that damage.
Oh, Matt's a sitting duck for him, isn't he, really?
Yeah.
Fishtail in 7th there. Gloss is pitted now and come out, got rid of his damage in 8th, and he's got Shippo right behind him. Shippo on the medium tyre though, with Gloss back on softs. Bluebeard in 10th, Smack in 11th. MC has just pitted again onto new fresh softs. 12th, Tom 13th, obviously Steve-O in 14th. Zaskar's closed the gap back into Apex here.
So everyone's made their final stops now. Race to the finish.
Yep. This is it. Zaskar's tyres looking slightly worse than Apex's. What a battle this has been for the whole race.
Yeah.
I mean, Zaskar, fair play to him, because at one stage he was 6 seconds off the back of Apex.
There was all that battling at the beginning, and Zaskar was just sitting there licking his lips, and he clawed that time to him.
Six seconds is a big chunk to close in. But it's crazy how it works, isn't it? He's closed in 6 seconds and now has been sat behind him for... It's got to be 10 laps now, hasn't it? 10, 12 laps?
A lot, yeah.
It's like we always say, it's one thing catching these guys, but passing is another thing altogether.
Apex is moving to break the slipstream.
Yep, they have 15 seconds on Jake. Airman right on the back of Jake now.
And Zaskar's flashing him too.
1.2 seconds now between Airman and Jake. We're gonna, I think we may, but we all know what Jake defends like. We've now given him a nickname in the staff room as the Ministry of Defence.
Well, look at Jake's fuel compared to air as well. Man, that Citroen just eats through fuel.
No, Airman's got less fuel.
No, I'm just saying he had to get so much fuel to make it to the end.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? That you have to do that much adjustment, which is going to have an impact on your tyres. Airman, surely we're gonna see a change here, but Jake is one of the hardest drivers, if not the hardest driver to pass in the ERL. He knows exactly where to put that car to make your life difficult.
He is very difficult to
Harsh
overtake.
now onto the back of MG. It's not going to be long till we see a pass there. MG with that damage and the medium tyre sitting up, but I'll tell you what, look at Harsh's tyres already.
They are. Yeah, that's what I was saying. 11 laps. It's going to be hard to get him to the end, especially if you're battling.
Here we go. We may see a pass here. Harsh swings out wide. I don't think MG... Oh, he's hit the wall!
Yeah.
Still getting a run here. I don't think MG will fight this too hard.
Yellow
you never
sector
know, though.
1. That's Steve-O again.
No, he hasn't. Harsh hasn't got through here. Harsh is wide. Oh. He has to be patient here because he has such an advantage. He really doesn't need to push it too much.
It's so tempting, though.
Airman right on the back of Jake.
Getting worse.
Let's go on board with Airman and watch what goes on here. Oh, he's got the run. Clips the wall.
So close to the wall.
I think he clipped it. Sounded like he did. Here we go. Surely this is going to be a pass, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know, you know. Jake's not going to let this go. Jake is still on the inside there.
He's holding it.
He's so difficult to pass.
He's
held
wide.
it.
He's
Who's got
there.
this here? You can't see.
Ooh,
They're side by side.
Oh.
Jake backs out. Jake backs out there.
Oh, contact.
Small bit of contact there. Good move by Airman.
It's
Good
so
racing.
awkward to go side by side there, so hats off to those two.
Great racing there. Let's get back up front and see what we got with these two. Oh,
7/10.
Zaskar's tyres.
It's about a tick lower than Apex.
I tell you, 4 laps to do though is a lot still, isn't it, on that tyre?
No, it's 5 laps because we
5
still haven't
laps.
done
It's
29.
gonna be.
Yeah.
Oh God. I would be panicking a little bit now,
They're,
especially when you
Apex
look
is
at
so
Airman's tyres.
yeah, it's 16 seconds still though.
If your tyre dies though, that's not a lot of time.
Yeah. Haj is still stuck behind Matthew.
He's still behind.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, he's not really catching him either. He's flashing him to absolute death here.
Yeah. I wouldn't expect anything else from Haj.
It's so frustrating though, isn't it, when you catch up to somebody like that. But I'll tell you what, he's actually doesn't seem to be closing right in on the back of him now. Whether that tyre advantage is swung the other way.
Yeah, everyone else below P6 is kind of slotted into their own gaps here, so we're going to be looking at the front.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's 1/10 for the lead. Zaskar, Apex was defending for the lead there.
This is a totally different race in the dark as well.
Yeah.
This track totally changes in the dark. So difficult once the lights go out. Zaskar here is hounding Apex.
Yeah. He's got a good run into the chicane.
These two have been at it basically now for 2 weeks.
Oh, Apex looks like he moved in the braking. Zaskar is still going to give it to him though.
I'll tell you what, these guys do not want to be doing that with Airman that close to the back of them.
No, they can't.
They've got to have lost 4 or 5 seconds to Airman there. No, not too bad.
Like Apex just had a little slight input on the braking, and they were so close that it basically pit maneuvered himself on.
They've lost 3 seconds to Airman here.
Yeah.
They need to be so careful. Don't lose yourselves a potential 1 or 2 for the sake of. I mean, we want to see racing for the lead, but that was so close to a disaster. From what it looked like from my perspective on it, it looked like Apex slightly moved to the left when he started braking.
Yeah.
Like you're saying.
around the outside of turn 1.
He's got it done.
Yep. Now he's got to nurse those tires to the end.
I'll tell you what, Haj's tyres though are in a lot better condition than the guys in the lead.
Oh, for sure.
Apex is. I'll tell you what, their 2 tyres are not in good condition.
No. He's got another run though. I don't think he's close enough.
What a battle from these 2. Incredible racing. Should we go on board with Z and see what it looks like in the night? Look, that's not fun, is it? At least they've got the big orange boards here telling you which way to turn. Everywhere, the old orange light up boards.
Matt's right back on the back of Haj again, but he's got that damage that the slipstream does nothing for him.
Visuals on this game are incredible. Big flames coming out the back of Apex's.
Ooh, Haj missed his braking point. He's in the wall.
Oh no.
Damage.
So he's got the same damage as Matt now.
Yeah.
And also, he's on the weaker tyre. The tyre's... Oh, he's hit the wall again? Get it back together, Haj.
That might have settled that battle
Airman
right there.
is only 11 seconds behind the leader here.
Oof, these guys gotta keep it clean.
These guys have to be careful. I mean, if that their tyres drop down too much, air's going to be on them. Apex super wide. Oh,
he is so slow on that Apex. He's trying to defend and he has no tire. They're 1 second down in the
Oh,
first
he's gone.
sector.
He's out wide. I think Apex is suffering with those tyres, isn't he?
This is like the slowest battle for the lead right now because they have no tires.
Oh, look at the time coming down to Airman as well. 9 seconds.
Zaskar's thinking, I gotta get this done
Yeah,
right
Zaskar
now.
has to get this done because the way... Oh, look at that McLaren, though.
It is holding that. He's got to hold him to the inside here, though. He is.
Apex is wide. He's wide.
Deep.
He's wide.
Oh, Zaskar, a little wobble there, though.
Oh!
Did he run into the wall? I don't know. I don't know if he left him enough room there. That was super close.
It looked like he closed the gap off quite a lot to me there.
Yeah.
The barrier became very close very quickly, and Apex was still there. No damage from either. Apex will be on a mission now, but these guys have to be so... Look, 8.3 seconds to Airman now. And look at their tyres.
And I think they're thinking, whoever's the second guy is going to be the guy to hold up air. to let the leader win. That might be the case.
It's like they say, if you're running away from a line, you only have to be slightly faster than one other person. You're going to be the one that survives.
Yeah.
You can see Airman in the back of the. You can see Airman in the back of the picture.
Oh, look at Zaskar's tire by comparison.
But Zaskar car seems to be performing better.
It does, yeah.
I'll tell you, Airman. I'll tell you what, Airman's going to be seeing that gap coming down as well and thinking, I want a bit of this.
Yeah.
And if they lose by a couple of seconds or something, they're going to be kicking themselves about the small collision. Ronnie says, "Go on, Apex, grab first back." Apex is definitely a league favourite. Such a nice guy.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, everyone wishes him well. I'll tell you what, Zaskar's running here. Look at the tyres. Apex's tyre is slightly better.
Zaskar might be red.
I would be panicking like Zaskar if I was Zaskar now, because that tyre is so close to going into the red. Oh, look at the flames out the back of that Porsche there.
The understeer has got to be horrendous right now.
What, we got to 6.6 to air now.
He was 8 at the end of 1s.
I've got to say though, Air's tyre is starting to look quite worn now.
Yeah.
It's obviously nowhere near as bad as those guys.
If he can get it to 4 by this lap, he might have a shot.
Let's quickly flick down before we go on to the last lap with those guys. Matt and Harsh battling again,
They're
5th and 6th.
Yeah.
Gloss 7th, Fishtail 8th, 9th Shippo, 10th Bluebeard, 11th Smack, MC 12th, Tom 13th, Steve-O 14th. Here we go. Let's get with these guys for the last lap. 5.8 seconds to Airman.
We've got to watch the lead.
We've got to watch these guys.
Fishtail's got that damage too. Shippo's going to make this an easy pass. He's easily passed.
What a battle this has been from these guys this whole race. And Zaskar over a second now. That is massive. I think Zaskar's got it here.
Oh, I didn't know. Fishtail must have got even more damage.
Yeah, because he didn't have damage. He's crashed again.
Yeah.
Oh, it's done. It's done here. Zaskar now 1.3 seconds out in front.
He is running. As long as his tire doesn't completely give up.
Yeah, what a drive from Zaskar though.
Yeah.
You know, he was 6 seconds off the back of Apex at one stage.
I don't know. I think he'll just get away with that wall scrape. I think he.
Oh, look at this.
So
1.7 seconds now.
Yeah.
Oh, what's happened to Air? Air's round.
He's lost it
in the tunnel. Jake has been promoted up to 3rd here in the baguette. Yep. Zaskar here, 1.3 seconds. That Porsche, I'll tell you what, fair play to him and that Porsche. It's been slightly better with the wear, hasn't it? As in, it's worse wear, but the performance doesn't seem to be as bad.
Dunn and Haj are still together. I don't think...
Haj is past Matt now. Well, where do we watch here? How close are these two to the last corner?
Dunn's going around the outside.
Surely Haj isn't going to let that happen.
Has got it.
No, there we go. Let's get back up to your leaders. What a drive from Zaskar. Oh, they're right next to each other. Tamaz Ratian, good luck to everyone. This is just finished. What a race.
Zaskar ran out
oh,
of
he's run out of fuel. Oh my god. What happened there? He hasn't run out of fuel.
He gave it back.
Did he give that to Apex?
I think so, yeah. He didn't run out of fuel. It doesn't show that he's out.
What did it... Do you think maybe he thinks he's... For that, putting him in the barrier?
Maybe, but I don't know why you wouldn't have done it earlier.
Harsh here, Harsh and Matt. Flashing lights like mad. Oh!
Oh, he gave it to him.
What are we seeing here?
What is happening over the finish line right now?
Gloss in 7th. We've had 2 passes on the line on the last lap. Gloss in 7th. Absolutely devastating for him after being right in that battle at the beginning.
I have to assume that Zaskar just gave that to him.
It looked like it to me. It looked like he backed out. Shippo in 8th there. Good drive from Shippo.
Yeah. Definitely good drive from Shippo.
Well done, Shippo. Good drive. Oh, Fish doing a pirouette over the line.
His race.
Bluebeard there in 10th. What's going on here?
Playing games with Devo. Smack's coming across the line too. Everyone's.
I don't think anybody's actually passed the line in a straight line at the yet. MC there in 12th. Are we going to see a handbrake turn from MC as well?
Right in the wall. No.
There we go. Tom in 13th, Steve-O in 14th. What a race that was.
I don't know what that finish was, but wow.
I'll be interested to see. Battling. Well, the only thing I can think is that Zaskar maybe felt he had put Apex into the wall. That's the only thing I can think, because he didn't run out of fuel. Great racing though. What a race from those guys.
I mean, would have been good to see him give the place back immediately and then see some more battling. But I think maybe he just thought, hey, if we battle any more, we're not making it to the end. So I'm just gonna hold it and then give it to him.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see if he was going to give it up for that reason, like you say, them actually battle it out to the finish.
Yeah.
But either way, at the minute, results: Apex in P1, fantastic drive. Zaskar, incredible racing as well in P2. Jake in the Baguette in P3, great race from him as well, really. And after multiple, thanks for that. And after multiple incidents in 4th, MG in 5th, Harge in 6th, Gloss 7th, Shippo 8th. Let's get the screen. Bring up a screenshot now. Then it was Fish, followed by Bluebeard, followed by Smack, then MC.
Wait, Smack was behind Bluebeard? He must have given that up at the end.
Yeah, I think he was messing around on the line, weren't he? And then Tom in 13th, Steve-O with an unfortunate drive in 14th. So the Chick says crazy last lap. Blowhead podium and the Dutch Rockers. Brilliant comms. Missing you guys. See you soon. Yeah, miss you too, LeChick. See you soon. Right, Alicos. I think that's... I think we both need to go for a lie down now.
I know. I mean, some of these streams, it's like you can't find anything to watch. It's like we can't find anything to not watch right now. Like, there was just so much happening during that race.
Last round of the championship next week. 3 hours of Daytona.
Are you ready?
No.
You just did 4 hours.
Saying that, let's be realistic. We just did a 24-hour of Daytona a couple of weeks ago. So, to be honest, it makes me feel sick the thought of driving around that track anymore.
I know. I think I've had too much Daytona in the last few.
I'm not a big fan of the place anyway, but doing that many hours is but it'll be enjoyable nonetheless. Congratulations on both our championships have been sealed up so far, haven't they? As in regards to Elite. With Boosted taking the Pro, congratulations. He's been dominant this season. And same with Matt. Both congratulations to those guys.
Sprint might be going down to the last round. We'll see. It's 14 points right now.
Yeah, you've been flying. You've been absolutely flying in Sprint.
Hopefully we can get a stream up for the finale for the Sprint.
We might be able to. I may sit it out, to be fair, because I have done hardly none of the Sprint this year. So I
Yeah,
might actually sit it out and stream it if it's going
that
down
would
to
be
the
very
wire.
cool. Yep.
As Tekka said, good racing all round. Yeah, it was thoroughly enjoyable.
Thank you.
Right,
Yep.
thanks for joining me, Alikos. It's been enjoyable.
Yep. I
And
agree.
we'll see everybody next week for the finale.
See you next week at
Take care,
Daytona.
guys.